Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Neil, and I am going to start recording some videos because in about a month's time, I am going to be having my right leg amputated above my knee. This is an elective procedure, that a decision that I've made over the last couple months. It hasn't been an easy decision at all, but something that I truly believe is going to benefit my life long term and change my life from what it currently is. I'm 31 years old, Colorado native. Over the last 15 years of my life, I've had over 30 surgeries on my right leg. I've had 4 spine surgeries to help fix my leg, as well as countless nerve blocks, as other treatments as well. So I'm going to make these videos in hopes that it helps somebody else out there that might be having to make a decision like this, as well as it could possibly help me and be therapeutic. And hopefully in a year or so, I'm going to be looking back at this and seeing how far I've come and how much better off my life is because of this decision that I've made. So I've never made any sort of YouTube videos. I'm not into Facebook or Instagram really. So bear with me while I learn to create this content for you guys and the editing process and everything. I'm sure I'm gonna get better as time goes on. So just to give you a little background on my story and my life's journey. It started when I was 15 years old. I was a competitive athlete. I was being recruited to play Division I football, and that was my ultimate goal in life and my dream, as well as my identity. I viewed myself as an athletic person, and that was who I was. When I was 15, I started having some knee issues. I tore my ACL and meniscus and started having surgery then. I had multiple ACL and meniscus surgeries while I was in high school trying to play football. I went to Germany, actually Koblenz, Germany, to have a procedure done there that wasn't approved in the United States that all my doctors thought would be very helpful for me. Unfortunately, that procedure didn't really work out as we had hoped, and that led to some more surgeries, and I ended up quitting football in my junior year of high school because of the state of my knee, and I just wasn't able to compete at the level that I wanted to. So that was a really hard decision for me and kind of shaped my life for the next few years. But that's really just the beginning of this story. So after high school, I went to college at the University of Arizona and re-injured my knee there. Came back to Colorado and had that fixed, and by the time I was about 23, 24, I finally had my knee in a place where I could try and start to be active again, and that was great. I mean, that was amazing news, and my doctors cleared me to go skiing for the first time since I was probably 13 or 14. I grew up skiing in the mountains in Colorado, and that was something I loved to do. So I was approved to go skiing, and I went with my brother to Vail, and we went midweek on a day that it wasn't very crowded, and this was the first time that I had skied, and I believe it was like the second or third run that we took. We were standing in the lift line, we were in the back of the lift line, and I was hit by a skier who was coming down into the line completely out of control and hit me directly in my right leg, and that's where the story really starts. It was a hit and run accident. After the guy hit me, he got up and bolted, and I was laying there on the ground not knowing how much my life would change after that. After that incident, I retore my ACL, my meniscus, completely blew out my knee, but the real problem that I would come to find out later was that I tore my saphenous nerve in my leg, which is a branch of your main femoral nerve in your leg. And I was having this pain that was just completely out of control. It was burning, stabbing, aching 24 hours a day. And we came to learn that my saphenous nerve was causing that because it was torn. And so after that incident, when I was 24, I had, over 15 to 20 surgeries on my leg, trying to fix my leg. I had numerous complications that resulted in more surgery, infections, compartment syndrome, and my leg's just never been the same. I constantly am on crutches, walkers. I hobble and limp around the house, but I'm unable to take my dogs on a walk or go on a walk with my fiance or do anything. It's pretty terrible. And anytime me and my fiance plan to do anything, the first thought that comes in our mind is, am I going to be able to do this? And how many days or weeks after this am I going to pay for it in pain? So that has been a really hard thing to deal with. And I had so many surgeries, nerve blocks in my back, I've had 4 spinal cord stimulators. It's just been a nightmare. I've tried every treatment that you can think of. I've tried week-long intensive ketamine infusions, nerve blocks, opiate pain medication, nerve medication, meditation, float tanks, all sorts of things. I've tried everything available and nothing has worked. So in August, I had met with a new team of doctors here in Denver that specializes in complex leg problems and leg restoration. And they decided I was going to have one last nerve procedure to see if that would help and drastically change my life. If not, I was going to have to make the decision to continue to live like I am or have my leg amputated above my knee. That's been a really hard thing to grasp and thing to deal with. That surgery did help the nerve pain a little bit, but did not change my quality of life overall. And I've come to the conclusion that I am at the end of the road and I am going to have my leg amputated above my knee. I've done as much research as possible. I've talked with other amputees around Denver and across the country. And I truly believe that this is going to be a great thing for me and my fiance and our future life. I think I'm going to be able to get back to doing things that I love and being active and living life to the fullest and not constantly be in pain 24 hours a day, every day of the year. So I want to document this journey from before surgery, what's led up to this, to the actual surgery and the recovery. When I was doing my research on this, I found plenty of information on the actual amputation surgery itself, but not a whole lot on what the recovery is like and how it changes your life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I found some videos on that, but not a ton. And I think that hopefully me documenting my journey and telling my story, the struggles and everything is gonna hopefully help somebody out there that is possibly having to make this decision in the future. And that's really the goal of this, is to hopefully help somebody else out there. And also, in maybe a year, I'll look back at these videos and see how far I've come and how much better my life is. I hope that these videos help, and I'm going to continue to create these. Please bear with me while I learn how to make these videos and edit them and make them better. But I look forward to showing you guys my journey. And thank you for listening. We'll talk soon. Bye.